welcome back to We Don't Care Gamers, and we're starting Underground Network Quest. And so we're out trying to get our ship and the crew. We're on this island. These are procedurally generated. Of course, it's going to be different for everyone else. I'm just saying we're out and about and on this island. Make sure you're doing the undiscovered places. And in here, we got and started the Underground Network Quest right here. So very nice. The first objective is ask around on Tortuga about the smugglers. So going to do that later on. That's quite the sail. We'll see what it's like on this procedurally generated map. And I'm going to also get started on Glorious Hunters. That'll be a separate episode. Right now, let's get back to rescuing the crew. All right, so we have been to Tortuga and we asked around about the smuggler that they want. Let's go to Underground Network, and that sent us to Marita, and she told us that Hale's in a long time. I need to find out what is keeping him. So he's been gone for a while, and we're going to go to the map, find Hale right here. We're back at our home base down here on a procedurally generated map, and we're going to sail towards this point right here. So let's get on our boat and get in the water and start heading to that point. All right, so we're sailing towards our objective. We discovered another island. This looks like another one of the islands we'll eventually see with a treasure mark on it. Right now, there's nothing on it. No question marks or anything like that. So we're going to keep headed around this island towards our objective. Again, while sailing in the daytime, we're able to see the land masses, so keep your eye out for those. So let's keep going.
And it's time for us to leave.
Right, so it looks like our objective is on this island right here, find Hale. And so we're going to land, drop a belcher. Please, yes, always keep 2 on me. I got 3, we're good. Forgot my wood though. Let's see here, do I have wood? I've got plenty of wood in my ship. Oh shoot, oh, we're gonna crash. We're gonna crash. Well, whatever. Well, that's one way. Good thing there's no ship damage when you do that. And when you land, you just go ahead and turn around. I just love this game. All right, so I'm going to explore this island and then head over to our objective. All right, we're still going around and discovering this island. I'm going to knock out these question marks, go back this direction here, and then we'll come back and do Underground Network, find Hale. All right, as we're going through this, I wanted to get a video log to remind you to have your shovel. So I keep the shovel on the ship, I call up the ship, and I can grab my shovel. So have a shovel ready to go when you're going across islands like this, because you never know when you're going to come across a undiscovered area, tent, and a tree with a red ribbon. So we're going to start digging for this treasure. And there we go. All right, lecture of cruelty and something else to trade. All right, very good. Make sure you're picking up everything you can. And yeah, let's keep going on to the last one. Right down here, and then we're going to do the Underground Network. Oh yeah, I got lucky in this cave and killed the big giant boar and got my razor. Oh, I'm really happy. Scaling A, yep, we're going to go back and invest in this. So increase base critical chance by 10%. This sword I got very lucky on getting. The dueling saber, this is pretty nice too. So I'm going to be able to compare the two to this. But I always try to get the razor, and that is done. I don't plan on coming back here, so let's just pick up our fires and get out of here. And yeah, Underground Network is next. All right, so it looks like it's a hole in the ground. So we want to have our light on. And oh no, I didn't bring my lantern. All right, well, let's go back to Old Faithful. Drop that down there. And everything else is ready. We got our sword out, our gun out. All right, is that it? What do we got here? Marita, seeing someone. All right, put bullets in him. Oh, okay. Left for scrap. Yo, me, Henry. All right, cool. Leave. There's something in here. Chest. What do we get? Blunderbuss. All right. Think I already got one, but go ahead and take that for scrap. Back up out of the stairs. We already read that. Got a green check mark. Yeah. What's the next part? Let's see here. Told me find Hale. He did that. So hit map. Find Hale. All right. What's the deal? Oh, there's Hale. See? Good to read that. There we go. It is updated. All right. So let's see here. Let's go back. So hit return to Marita, and we are going to do that next. Let's get out of here. Before I forget, here's another tip. So we've discovered the 4 ports. Let's go to map, and what we do for each port is we just put a flag, right? We can't put notes on them. So Buccaneers, this one right here, we got a flag next to it. This is Tortuga. The next one right here, out a little bit, and you can barely see it. These are the people of Tortuga's main base, and then this is smugglers, right? So just put a marker, choose any marker you want, I just use that. All right, and this is smugglers, yeah. So that way when you're zoomed out on your map, you can tell the transports that are not fixed. So these count towards our 10, these don't. And then for our home base, I think I already talked about this, I make it very evident, put these little homes around it, that this is my home base. So wherever that is on the map, that's what it is. All right, we're back here at Smuggler's Bay and talking to Marita.
Dios os guarde, Capitán.
And then Hale's dead, so give her the news. Listen, amigo, speak to Long Ben. So she's sending me back to Ben for the next part. Let's just go out, let's look. Right here, talk to Long Ben. This is going to be back in Tortuga, inside the tavern. All right, so let's get over there next. All right, Tortuga, into the tavern. There's Ben.
All right, what's your poison?
All right, cool. So who's Henry? Martinez suspects, blah, blah, blah. So you owe her one, right? So then go back through. Go through the dialogue if you want. We're just gonna, I start at the top in case I missed anything. I think we've already read that. That looks new. How can I help with this? There we go, updated the quest for Underground Network, right? And then, you know, you can check in if there are any rumors, but there aren't any, so there we go. Let's check. Underground Network. So now Ben confesses once went to the name Henry. So that was his name, a famous pirate, right? Let's see here. So famous pirate, Captain Marlowe, his old accomplice is hunting him. Ben promised to a good reward if we solve this problem. So anyway, find and sink Marlowe's ship is the next objective. All right, so our next objective, let's go to map, is right here, underground, find and sink Marlowe's ship. And we can go from Tortuga, which is right here, or we can go from here. Either one of them. We're in, if we mouse over the water area here, this is encounter levels 1 to 5. So in Blackbeard's water. So I'm going to go here because I want to open up this fog of war. And yeah, so we're going to port over there. So on our journey, we discover another coastal jungle island. Here, we're going to go around that. I got level 3 ships over there. Level 2 on the other side. There we go. That's our objective. Ooh, you know what? Lessons learned from our last battle. I am going to get over on the other side and put down a bell, or at least a tent, that I can revive at if I die. So probably a bell, because I have a, ooh, sandbar. I have an extra bell to play with. All right, there we go. We got a bell there. What are we dealing with here? Slow down. We're dealing with a couple of 3s. There's a 2 in the mix. How far apart are they? Ooh, my goodness. I wonder if I can pull this away from those. Let's go over to the left. Try to separate these 2. And then, of course, as soon as you start to attack, they're going to try to pull you in. I'm getting, I thought I was getting an aggro marker, which is, ooh, got a 2 over here. Got an aggro marker. Here comes the one we want. Kind of got me. All right, what are we doing? Just pull them away if you can. Oh, that was good setting. Don't aggro those. Okay, cool. I think I got them separated. I am going to board. No, I'm going to go over and destroy this gunboat, and then we'll come back and board. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Well, we're kind of close to the
Lead off speed.
The other one. We're boarding. Eat our food. We're going agility, vitality. Right. And let's use our musket and see if we can put some around. Come on. Maybe that's going to hit the ropes. Yeah, that's going to hit the rope. Yikes, I got 2. Flop. Heal. Darn it. Bandage. Oh man, bandage. Gosh darn it. Potion heal. Okay. Oh, I need bigger potion. Alright. Bandage. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Boy, they barely got that one. Man, I had a sliver of health. I was getting ready to die. Potion. Don't really need it. I didn't even see what I got for a reward. All right, cool.
The ship's under your hand, Captain.
Very good. Underground network. Cool. Let's spacebar. Very nice. Veteran insignia. Yeah, very nice. And 3 of the others. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see what's next. All right, we're going to tell Ben, we're going back to Ben, that Marlowe is dead. All right, very cool. So, bye. Good luck at the bottom of the ocean. And we're going to head back over to right here. All right, back into the tavern, talk to Ben.
What's your poison?
What's your poison? Marlowe won't be bothering you anymore. All right, quest completed. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. 5 more. All right, I'm gonna start working on my rep. Get my cannons up. I'm gonna make a decision, hull or cannons, and then yeah, work on them. So we're just gonna head back to home base and wrap this one up. All right, so far we keep track of our stuff in this treasure chest right here, and I keep all of the things that we can sell over. So let me see, can I get all over? No. So I'm gonna get rid of this stuff, load up everything, and hit the bases and turn this stuff in. Now you're allowed to sell these heads, right? You can turn these in, they'll buy them. Make sure that you're at least mounting a couple of them. You want to make sure you're keeping your comfort level as high as possible for your rest timer. So we got crab right there, big head right there. Those are the only ones I have right now. Yeah, and so what we're gonna do is we got everything flagged on what we want to take. So I'm just gonna start at the bottom and head here first. So we're starting at the Buccaneers because it was closer in our journey. We have a buyer in here.
Let's wear you home.
And they're buying the heads, and we have a couple of crates to sell. So we're just gonna sell all of these. Right there, there's 250. There we go, we're gonna sell this. And we're gonna sell the 4 heads. All right, so that's all. Very good, so we picked up some more piastre. So we're over 1,000 right now. Pretty nice, huh? We kind of just got started, I would say. So we're gonna go to the next closest one. We flagged them so it's easier to see. And yeah, so we're at the People of Tortuga. We have over 1,000. I'm tempted to buy good old Black Axle here for the food boost, but I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Right, so we got a buyer here, and we have 5 crates. So you can just put in the number 5, use the plus sign to crank them up, whatever is faster for you. So we picked up some more. Nice. Let's head on over to the next base. All right, now we're at the smuggler's base. We're gonna head on in. There's a buyer in the back. This one I know well. So we're gonna go back here.
Quiet profit.
We have some spoons to sell. It's like one of the first things, loot items you get, and the buttons. All right. All right, cool. We're gonna get a ton of necklaces when we get to the other islands. You can also, it doesn't work really well though. I'm doing something wrong. So you can just slide your mouse over and get, it's just faster just to go, oh, I got 15, let's just put a 5 on the end of this and grab them all. All right, so I'm giving up. I'm giving up on trying that. 13, ooh, I wonder if I would have put 13 or the maximum. See, let's just do that. All right, and then we got one of these. And we're getting Guinea now. We also got Guinea off that. Right, did we get everything? All right, cool, let's just check. All right, cool. We have 17 Guinea now. We've got 1,800 piastre. Very nice. And these are the insignias we have right now to boost our reputation. And we have 20 letters of favor. So let me make a
Trust is
decision on what I
fragile.
want to do
As
there.
well.
Yeah, I'm going to get rep up on
The Buccaneers remember their
Buccaneers.
friends.
So we're going to basically sell all of these. We're at level 1 right now. Just made barely a dent in it. Then what you can do is you can go 10 at a time. That was good. There we go. Then make sure you back off because we just need 2. All right. So 1, 2. There we go. We made it. There, and we've got more left. So we go to
Strong hands
provisioner.
need strong gear.
Now I can make the rest of my armor. Flibustier, chest, and pants. They're 200 each. I'm level 2. That's no longer red. So buy one of those, and this means I bought one. So don't waste your money. All right, and one of those, and I'm gonna get 12-pound devastating. All right, so you mouse over. Hitting a target with more than 50% of volley applies rate. Okay, effect for 25 seconds. All damage dealt to affected targets is increased by 10%. And this stacks up to 3 times. So this is going to be the first one I'm going to buy. All right, and that's 300, and I have 1,400. So I still have 1,000. All right, and next, we've done so well let's go to the provisioner. I can get the recipe for the hull. Get that up. So let's get our rep up
Reputation's
here.
expensive.
And we'll go 10 at a time. 10 at a time. There's boom, boom. Let's drop this down to 5. Right, boom, and we're landed right on 2. Got lucky there. Right, and then we go here. Now we're 2. I don't need that armor, but you can take a look at what's best. So taking damage no longer affects the duration of repair kits. This is the one I start with, and you can read the other one. So damage resistant increased, reaching up to 25 to 30% ship health. So that's a tough one between these two. I've done them both. And this grants 5 stacks of stand fast. Effect over time, which is pretty nice. So some of you will say, no, this is much better. But I'm just going to start with keyhole. Hold hull bracing. All right? And then we'll play around more with that. Still a noob at this, so bear with me. All right? So there we go. Then we'll get up to level 3. We'll work on our tactics. All right, cool. Yeah, that is going to end this episode here. So very nice underground. There we go. Very nice. Underground Network is done. We got some piastre. We got 5 more of those, and we got some of that. And this quest is done, and that's what this episode was about. Thanks very much for watching. Until that next episode, you know what? Happy gaming.